Hey, it's First Lady Speaks, and today I want to know what drives you. I want to know what makes you get up each day and what makes you do what you do. What drives you is the topic that I'm talking about today. The first thing you must know is your transition. Can you explain if someone was to ask you, what is your transition? If you can explain your transition, you will remain right where you are in life. You are stuck because you can't transition and you don't know what is your transition in life, and you are comfortable in the state that you are in. So let's transition. Stop being comfortable where we are and let's drive to the next level in life. And when I say let's drive to the next level in life, I'm not saying let's drive to another state. I'm not saying let's drive to another city. What I'm saying is transitioning from the situation, the state of being where you are right now. Are you ready to transition your life and move to the next level? Are you ready to be uncomfortable? You have to be uncomfortable, then be comfortable. Because in life, if you're comfortable and you're not happy with your situation where you are, then you're not ready to transition. If you're ready to transition to the next level, you have to move. You have to be ready to be uncomfortable. Because in life, to move to the next level, it's not for the comfortable. You have to be ready to transition to the next level. A lot of doors gonna open for you if you transition out of that situation that you're in. You have to open your mind, you have to be ready, and you have to be ready to flow on to the next level. And now your transition level is not for your friend. Your next level is not for your mama. Your next level is not for your daddy. Your next level is not for your best friend. Your next level to transition is for you only. Because your transition and your drive that you're ready to take it to the next level is only for you. You can't take your friends with you to this next level because your destination is not bound for your friend. Your destination is not bound for your best friend, your cousins, your uncles. It's not that. It's not ready for that. Your transition next level is for you. And you have to understand, in order for you to get to that level, you have to shut down those doors and those people that's in your life that's helping you remain in that same situation that you're in. If you got friends or if you got family always agreeing to everything you say, then they're not your friend, because everything you say is not right. Everything you say is not going to be to your liking or to your being of what you think it should be. Because you should have friends that can be constructive criticism to you, and you should be able to accept it, and you should be able to move when it's time to move. Not remain seated or not remain in that same position that you in. And when I say seated, I mean comfortable in that same position that you in. So stop being comfortable with where you are. Let's drive to the next level in your life. You have become lazy, so your drive is like a mediocre drive. And when I say mediocre, my drive is I get up every day for my kids. That's mediocre. Everybody get up every day and drive for their kids. Everybody. I get up, I drive every day for my kids. My mama got up every day and drive for her kids. My aunties, I hear that they get up every day, they drive for their kids. I hear my uncles, I get up, I do this for my kids. That's mediocre. Everybody do that. What is your drive? What is your transition? Do you know what your transition is? You have to be ready and understand what your transition is. You have to be able to explain what. If I walk up to you today and ask you what's your transition, you should be able to tell me what your transition is. It's not to benefit me. It's just to let me know that you understand and you know where your transition is in life. Not to stay and continue to be in that same position that you in. Some of y'all drive is so small. That's why you still remaining in the same position. Y'all goals is so small that you continue to be in the same situation. You have to set goals and you have to set it higher than what it is. Because you ever heard it saying shoot for the stars and land on the moon? You have to shoot for higher than what your goals are. So what I'm saying to you is be ready. It's doors that's going to open for you and you're not going to even know what that door means. But because you're not ready to transition and open up that door or walk through that door, you're going to remain right there where you are. I remember when I was living in Florida, I was in a situation and I was tired of being in my situation. I did not like my situation, but I had no one that I could turn to that would really understand where I was coming from. I left. I moved to a state with no one, no family, no friends, no nothing. Came to a state and I knew what my transition was. I knew what my goals was. But I didn't know what my why was. I continued to fight. I struggled, and I allowed so many people to tell me so many different things. And at that time, because I wasn't ready to really fully ready to transition, I remained still stuck in another state, but living in that same mediocre life. And what I'm saying is by that was I left Florida, but I still had that same mentality when I came to this state. When I got here, I knew in my mind I still didn't want that. So I was tug of war against my transition, my why, and my mediocre. So what I needed to do was put it all together and figure out what it was that I needed to do. So when I got here, I fought a while, thought about it, and I decided in my mind, I need to transition. And when I transitioned, I got here. I'm not saying it was easy. It was hard, but I was ready and I was focused. And I put in my mind that I wanted to do what my passion was, and I found it. And that's what I'm doing right here, right now, talking to you guys. It wasn't easy. It didn't come fly by night, but I was ready to transition. Some people have people that they could talk to and help them transition and help them find their why. I didn't have that. I had to do it on my own and with God. So what I'm saying is you have to be prepared. You have to know when those doors are opening. And some of y'all talk about y'all dreams and don't know how to get there. Like they say, dreams don't come to nothing but a sleeper. And I felt that. I used to always have these big old dreams, these big old goals, but I could not transition to them dreams and to them goals because I was sleeping on myself. A lot of y'all not gonna understand. I was sleeping on myself. People always say, oh, they sleeping on me. Nobody ain't sleeping on you. You sleeping on yourself. Because if you want to transition, you want this, you will get up, go out, and get it. 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 Because eventually they gonna see. Eventually them same doors that closed on you, them other doors gonna start opening. They gonna start opening so fast. You gonna be like, dang. Because you was sleeping on yourself. Nobody is sleeping on you. The most slept on this and the most slept on that. No. You don't understand. You sleeping on yourself. Your dreams are so small because they're so mediocre. You're not seeing the bigger picture, the bigger dream for yourself. So if you want it, set bigger goals for yourself. Get out of that same circle that you in. Move above that. Rise above that. You have to speak positivity, abundance, and all that over your life in order for you to get that what you want out of life. Stop being comfortable where you are and let's drive to the next level. You became lazy because your drive is mediocre. So let's take your drive to the next level. Let's start opening up these doors that's sitting there waiting for you. It's actually waiting for you to open those doors up. A lot of doors will remain closed because you yourself remain in this same comfortable position that you are in. And that's the reason why doors are never opening for you, because you're waiting for them doors to open when they're never going to open. You have to open those doors yourself. You have to open those doors yourself. I remember once again I like I said, when I moved to Georgia, it was hard for me. I had no family. I ran across a couple of situations. I was jumped. You know what I'm saying? I was fired from my job, and I was so afraid to leave my job because I was making such great money, but that job was not keeping me happy. It had me happy because of the money I was making, and a lot of people say money makes you happy, and that's absolutely not true, especially if you don't have a passion and a drive for come in. Yeah, I was working, it was good, and that money that was coming in, I was just using to pay bills. It actually took me to levels in my life that I never dreamed of, and it opened up doors for me that I never thought that I would be able to see. But it opened up my mind, and it opened up situations where I now can understand and see why certain things work certain way, because I had my mind, I was comfortable in the driver's seat that I was in, and I allowed other people to get in my driver's seat and drive me to these destinations that I no longer wanted to be in. And I was stuck because I remained to allow these same people to keep driving my driver's seat. So when I left Florida and came to Georgia and decided that I didn't want mediocre anymore and I was ready to drive to the next level, I did not allow anyone else to get in my driver's seat, and I drove myself. And right now, my driver's seat, when I tell you it's looking real pretty, I'm loving the new doors that I done opened for myself. I love the new person that I am today, and I will continue to grow and continue to be this person that I'm still searching for, because I'm not right, I'm not perfect, I'm still learning. And I just love this driver's seat and the transition that I allow to my mind to open up to, and once again, those transitions, I got to keep telling you guys, transition is about moving to the next level. Those same things you say, oh, I'm never gonna do. Stop saying what you're never gonna do, because sometimes those nevers need to be what you need to do. Those nevers need to be doors that needs to open for you. You have to try it, because once